you gorgeous people of the interwebs. I hope you're having a fan-dabby-dozy day today. Today is the day I just have to face it. I've been putting it off, but I have to look at my handbag collection and pull out those unloved bags. Sure, we all have favourites in our handbag collections, not collections, stables, whatever you want to call them. We all have favourites. We have the bags that we go back to time and time again. We have our favourites, not necessarily our most used, but there are definitely some that fall into the just unloved category. Now that could be because you don't know why you bought them in the first place. You thought it was a good idea, turned out not to be. You did love them a lot, you used them a lot, but you just don't anymore. Maybe they just don't suit your lifestyle anymore. My lifestyle has certainly changed quite a bit since I bought a lot of these bags. You don't get to see the bags very often because in terms of lighting for filming, this direction is better. And also it's untidy. It's supposed to be display shelves, supposed to be arranged nicely, but it's a working unit. So I go and I switch my bags out at every opportunity, and it just means I have to stay on top of it and keep it tidy, but I'll share that with you in a moment. Now, I do look at my shelves a lot. I look at them a lot, and I've just had a conversation with the Lion about how much joy these things give me, these bags give me. I'm looking at them now. How much joy they give me just as objet d'art, just as pretty beautiful things, but also when I look at them I think, oh, I haven't tried styling that with this, and I just love it. It gives me that creative kind of little spark that I would probably otherwise be lacking in my wardrobe choices. So I have them all laid out. I try and keep them tidy. It doesn't work because I'm in and out of them all of the time. But while I'm looking at them, I'm thinking there are some there that I just don't use. I don't see myself ever using again. And after my trip to Phoenix in my last video, if you haven't watched my Phoenix vlogs, I'll have that linked down below, both of them. First one was ready to wear, second one was in the luxury reseller bit with What Goes Around Comes Around and Handbag Clinic. And it got me thinking then that I should do something with them, I should sell them. Now I have done vlog sales, I have done one vlog sale, and it was somewhat successful. But man, it gives me the fear sending stuff to people, so I would much rather just hand everything over to a consignment company. I'm sorry, my phone keeps on beeping over there. I don't know, there might be security cameras in the back garden. There might be a lion or some cubs roaming around in the garden and setting off the notifications. When I look at my bags, I spot the ones that I don't use and I don't love and I don't see myself using again, and then I do nothing about it. I just leave them there. So I thought today I would do an exercise that I saw Amelia Rose do, where she actually pulls out the bags. StyledByGwenny here. Meredith also did a similar exercise when she was sharing her vlog sale prep with us, so I'll link both of their videos down below. From the shelves of dreams, and puts them on the floor, and I'm going to put them over here on the floor over here, and puts them over on the floor and says, right, now I've got you out of there, now I can focus on you and decide what to do with you. So that's the exercise we are going to do today. I'm probably going to have to put them back again afterwards, just because I can't leave them on the floor. I've got cats and this room isn't locked. So, but I might have a bit of a rearrange and just make it more of a shelving unit rather than a pretend display unit that never gets displayed to anyone other than me. So let's get into it. Eek! I am not looking forward to this. It is time to get the hair tied back and get on with it. Here are my shelves of dreams, all of my bags. This is why you don't see it very much, because it is a work in progress. I have worn all of these shoes recently. Just dug out those Sam Edelman sandals that I forgot I had, and these are some June sandals, sort of slip-on sandally things that I bought 3-4 years ago. These ones, some black ones and some beige ones. I'm going to sell the beige ones, and I'm stretching out the silver and the black ones so they work for my wide little trotters. But this is the shelving unit of dreams and all the untidiness that goes with it. So for example, I've got Coach dust bags here because I have just been using my Coach basket, so she's hanging up there. Honestly, I've got a lot of bags here, haven't I? I've got a lot of bags. Now, I am going to say this, Mr. Ballybunny. Mr. Ballybunny is coming with me to New York to then go to his new home. So Mr. Ballybunny has been sold and is just awaiting transportation. We've got a lot going on here. So let's start pulling out bags and telling you why they are unloved in my collection, not collection. Right, you safely in your cradle and you can see what's going on. Let's try and get a little bit more light over here by tucking that behind there. How's that? Good? Shall we get on with it now? I don't want to do it. Okay, let's start off in this corner. Never going anywhere. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Yes. She's a contender. This is my Alexander McQueen twin skull satchel. She's a very cool bag, covered in studs. Really cool, really delicious. Don't like the compartmentalisation. She was up in my vlog sale. She didn't go. I'm going to try again. Mulberry Mitzi East West Hobo with a detachable crossbody strap in grape leopard. I mean, this is a bag of its time, is it not? I think I bought this, actually was this like 2010, 2011. Great bag, holds loads. Perfect for when I was in my big long wallet phase, carrying the world and everything, pouches and everything, everywhere I go. The last time I used this bag, it was to move house, and it was because it was so big. I could put snacks and I could put everything I thought we'd need in there. But I'm not going to use her again. She's great. She has a lot of memories for me, but I need to just face the facts. I'm not going to carry a bag like this again. This fun tote is Love Moschino. I bought this in about 2010 as well. Used this a lot for work. I love the fact that it was black, so it went with everything, but the design on it is rather fun. And I've even used this as a carry-on when I've been travelling. It's a great bag. It is greatly dusty as well, so that just goes to show. Oh, I've got a stuffed full with my little my little squashies. Love this bag. Don't really want to get rid of it, but haven't used it and I'm not likely to use it again. This one pains me a little bit because this was a gift from Winnie B LV, but I've just not used it. It's a Gucci. It's a little tiny top handle tote, and Winnie found it on Fashion File, thought of me. And I mean, she is so bloody naughty when it comes to prezzies. It's still got the Fashion File label and certificate of authenticity on it, and it's got a Fashion File dust bag. These are actually from the kids range. Now, the reason that Winnie went looking for one of these for me is because I had bought, donkeys years ago, I had bought the Gucci Supreme monogram with the rainbow stars on it from the kids section, and I thought it was a really cute little tote. I felt like it was a little bit out there for me at that time. I was still in my everything needs to be black and go with everything phase. So Winnie had tried finding that for me, couldn't find that, found this kind of rainbow one instead, and it's really cute, but I don't feel like I can style it, so yeah, she's got to go in the to-go pile. So this is my Alexander McQueen box 16 in the whip stitch with the whip stitch detail, and this falls into the category of loved greatly when I got it, used a lot, but just haven't used it for a long time. I bought this one in Liberty of London and it was a cracking deal. It was like 70% off or something. It's not the one I wanted, but it's the one that I could afford at the time. I wanted it in a sort of cream mock croc in the size bigger, the box 19. But I liked the fact that it had the extra woven leather and everything. And like I said, I used it loads. And just haven't used it really for years now. This one I'm kind of in two minds about. I don't use it because it's too big, but it is a cracking bag. This is the Aspinall of London. This is the Lottie. This is the large Lottie. I was inspired to try the large Lottie by Sophie Chohet, and the occasions that I have used this, I have taken it to work and then carried my laptop separately in a sleeve that my bestie H gave me. She gave me that for my birthday well over 10 years ago. It's a great bag. It's got everything. It's got a magnetic rear slip pocket. It's got feet. Basic human rights, people. I wanted a blue bag. I wanted a navy blue bag, and this kind of fit the bill. It's chic. I was looking for really kind of ladylike, long-term ladylike bags. Thought this is a great alternative to the Chanel classic flaps and what have you. Brilliant bag. Turns out I'm not that girl. I'm not that chic, sophisticated girl. So used maybe 2 or 3 times for work, popped in the car, taken out the car, popped on my desk, popped back in the car, popped back on the shelf. But I'm going to put her over there with the others. I have tried with this bag. Frankly, I have tried. I actually love using this bag. I think it's a great size, it's a great shape. It's an interesting shape because it's not very wide, but it is quite tall. It's a camera bag. I was obsessed with every bag I had to be a camera bag because it had to be crossbody and it had to have a top zip opening, and that's a camera bag. So I mean those were my rules at the time. I originally had this in a kind of pumpkin mustardy, I don't really know how to describe it, colour, which was completely the wrong colour for me. I tried to go outside of my comfort zone with colour and introduce colour into my wardrobe before I really understood what worked for me. Now I loved the colour didn't work for me, so I sold that one and I bought myself a red one instead, and I don't wear red. So I've made 2 colour mistakes with this bag. This is a fantastic bag. The Gucci Soho Disco, discontinued now. Fantastic bag. Just wish I'd bought the right colours. I tried not to buy the black one because everything else I was buying was black, and I probably should have bought the black one. This bit here is starting to look a little bit empty now. Not really a bag, but I have tried using this as a clutch. This is my vintage Louis Vuitton Trousse 28. It's very hefty. Probably won't ever use this for travel unless I'm just chucking stuff in the back of the car because shimiti. This canvas is thick with 3 C's. The white clean interior. I bought this off a Facebook group. The zip was broken. I had Louis Vuitton change the zip on it, so I know it's genuine, otherwise they wouldn't have agreed to do it. But I did use this on a boat trip that we went on last year. Yes, last year. We went on a little day boat trip. Had a tote bag with all other bits and pieces on, but I had my phone and all the bits that I wanted to keep close in this. Clutched it and then just dropped it into the tote bag. I'm going to put it over there because I don't use it other than that one occasion, really. So I'm going to put it with the others. Okay, next up is the original City motorbike City, Moto City. Can't remember the name of it. By Balenciaga. I bought this bag, Bicester Village. It was what I thought was an absolute bargain at the time, and then Balenciaga went and did a boo-boo, didn't they? They went and got themselves mired in controversy, and it has affected my want to use this bag. I love the style. I still love this bag. I just can't bring myself to use it. This was featured in a video, which I'll have linked down below, as the best work bag I did use this for work quite a bit. Fitted my laptop, I fitted my lunchbox in there, everything. So this is a great bag. It's just too big for me to use. And it's the wrong colour. It's Vivienne Westwood, a bit dusty again. Haven't used this one for I don't know how long. Used this bag to death. Sentimental. Yeah, I've got attachment to this bag. Not so much the bag itself, but the fact that the Lion bought me this bag at Bicester Village. Now the Lion's bought a lot of my bags because he has a habit of, when I've found a bag and I take it to the till, he barges in front of me and goes, "I'll pay." He can't help himself. I do love him for it, but he can't help himself. He just has to do it. He wants to treat me. So, and it's not just that he did that. He bought me the bag. It was my birthday. We're at Bicester Village. That's what I used to do on my birthday. We'd go to Bicester Village. We'd have a look around, maybe buy something. Latterly, it's been trips to Harrods, but you know, that's another story. But it wasn't so much that he bought this bag for me. It's when we were at lunch after he bought this bag for me, he got his wallet out to pay. And his wallet was exactly the same squiggle design. This squiggle design. That was a big motif for Viv. I don't know if she's, you know, if the brand still does it now, but yeah, it was basically, we were matching. We didn't even realise it. When we saw the bag, I went, "Oh, that's really cute," and the Lion went, "Yeah, I love that bag." And then we realised why. It was because he already had the matching wallet. I think I bought that wallet for him the previous Christmas for his Christmas present, on my previous birthday for his Christmas present, but he doesn't use his either. This one is, this is a Longchamp bag, and great bag. It is not your classic Le Pliage with a double top handle, not your classic like the little Le Pliage extra small, but this one I bought for my fantasy life. And I know this is something that Amelia Rose has also referred to on several times, is picking bags for your fantasy life. My fantasy life is being streetwise, I don't know, having that kind of edgy kind of streetwear cool. I love that it's got this little pop of acid yellow and it's just black and white. Now I would have probably kept this if it wasn't this design, but I find this a little bit too much. Yeah, I wanted it for my fantasy streetwear life kind of trendy girl that I'm not, so yeah. Okay, so this one, my Louis Vuitton Pochettes Felicie. It's a great bag. I have used it a lot, but again, it's red. And it's that same red as the Gucci Soho Disco. It's that sort of deep scarlet. This is, in fact, I think this was called Scarlet, the Empreinte Scarlet. Great condition. She is perfect in every way. Did sell the little zip-up pouch with it, which I did regret. I think I should have probably kept that, but I wasn't using it, so, and I didn't see a thing that, you know, I would use it for, and now I do. So I've kept the card slots. It's been hot stamped, and it was an accidental hot stamp because I'd asked them to hot stamp something else and they stamped that instead. I went in looking for the monogram version of this. They didn't have it, surprise, surprise, in stock. They showed me this one, and the Lion said, "Why would you go for the monogram when you could have this one?" He was kind of right. It is a beautiful, beautiful bag, and I have used it, but generally just gets pulled out now for Chinese New Year. Yeah, I mean, I've got 2 red handbags, and I use neither of them. So I would be open to getting another Pochette Felicie in a different colour. So there are other bags here that I don't use as much as I'd hoped. Miss Gracie, for one, has not had a run out for a while, but she is my dedicated holiday bag. My Saint Laurent small puffer, but she's not going anywhere. Toblerone, she's not going anywhere. I don't use Miss Bally very much. I did take her out for a day trip into Colchester, but she can't go anywhere because she is where it all began. That bag there, my 21st birthday present. Miss Bottega Veneta, my knot bag or twist bag, depending on who you speak to. Love her. Don't use her so much because of the colour is difficult for me to style, but I am determined to make that work. My Gucci Marmont there, looking quite lonely on that shelf now. That shelf had like 6 bags on it, and now it's got 2. Don't use that too much, but she's great when the weather turns. Doesn't mind a bit of rain. So it's made a little bit of room. Now I've just got to decide what to do with this lot. What am I going to do with you? Am I going to try and vlog sale you? Am I going to try and consign you? Some of these will be more popular than others, I can guarantee that, but it's wasteful for them just to be sat there on my shelf being unloved. Well, I hope you enjoyed that more than I did. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot. Yeah, let me know your comments, your thoughts in the comments down below. And until I see you, yes you, boop, for the next one, which I hope will be a happier one, a less distressing video. Oh, it will be. It's my Q&A. Thank you for submitting your questions. If you haven't submitted your questions to my Q&A, look on my community post. Drop your question under that community post and I will get to it. Until I see you, yes you, boop, before my next video, the Q&A. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, stay fan-dabby-dozy, and bye-bye!